with Matt and his fantastic build. Matt, tell me some more about your car.
It's wide.
It's wide.
Yeah,
it's wide. It's a bit chunky.
Basically, when I bought it originally,
Yeah.
I kind of had this vision, but I bought it as a completely stock car. So,
What you thought it completely standard?
Completely standard, yeah. Nothing done to it. But always kind of wanted to do this and built up slowly over 4 years to get it to what it is now.
Decent. Let's get a glimpse of this Warlock. I think the most obvious thing about this car is the Battler build vibe, and it's ridiculously wide. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so it's got a carbon wide body.
Okay.
Carbon wide body.
Sick.
Yeah, blended paint. Super duper wide wheels. And
so it's not the whole thing isn't carbon, no?
No.
You left a little bit.
The roof, the tailgate and the doors.
So you left a salt bay of standard.
Yeah, you've got to leave a little bit of originality, haven't you?
Proudy. I like how the paint goes into the carbon. I think that's my favourite thing about the whole car.
Yeah, reminds me. Yeah, it's a kind of I didn't want to bolt it. We wanted it really seamless, so it kind of looked like it was blended.
To be fair, I've not even thought about that, and that is actually a decent feature to this car. That's why it looks less race car and a bit more Batmobile.
Yeah, we were trying to avoid the rivets and that kind of look, so it looks really clean.
It is mental, isn't it?
It's a bit different, yeah.
It's a little bit different.
A little bit different.
And something that we haven't talked about in this car is carbon. Do you want to discuss it or not? I feel like you're a bit of a fan.
I'm not a fan of carbon. It just seems to have...
Are you serious?
I'm not like...
No.
I go and buy a car and go, I need carbon. It just happened that the kit was like, it comes in carbon, and I was like, go hard and go home, may as well.
These are mental. I love the fact that they are tiny Futuras, or how they look, and the wheels are ridiculous. What J are they?
30.5 J rears.
That's some serious tyres, isn't it?
A lot of tyre, yeah. It was difficult kind of getting the fitment like this.
Yeah.
But I always wanted the vision of like carbon airing out on carbon.
Yeah, nice what you're saying.
That's why I wanted the skin on it.
I think that is probably the coolest thing, is that you can literally see that this matches straight into this as well.
Yeah, that's kind of what. And the wheels are 5x130 Futuras as well.
Oh, okay.
Super hard to find. And they're stepped up to a 19.
And I love the centre caps. I think the centre caps are sick.
Yeah, I wanted to add the little green ring as well, which obviously you said you've seen it. Oh, so it's just a plate that goes on, but we painted those behind.
That is so sick. I think the fact that it matches your brake caliper as well is like a nice touch. Can I also add that I think it is wild that people can take something that everyone has and make it their own? I want to talk about something in this car that I really love. This is not just a breakfast bar, okay? This is an M&S breakfast bar. I feel like you probably could have chosen a bigger wing. Let's be honest.
You think it's too small?
It is mental, isn't it?
It is mental, yeah.
Is it made for a Porsche?
It's made for a Cayman, yeah, by a guy in the States.
Okay.
Aero designed by Jacob, his name. Fully been out aero tested for track stuff. Can change all the different angles of it. And
I was going to say these little holes is that so you could be like, what? Or like, what?
Yeah, basically. But it proper works. When it wasn't wide-bodied, it used to push the car down so much it used to gouge into my tyres.
No way. What, so the car would do a wheelie if you went over 90?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I'm olive Nash. All right, talk to me about your suspension.
The performance.
Nice. Which one?
3P.
So did you have to do anything crazy for it to fit, or was it like straight bolt on? What are you saying?
Intermotive did the struts. So they're built by him. Don't really know.
Oh, sick.
Basically went into his shop, came out.
So was there like a guy that does it all himself type
job?
Yeah,
just a guy on his own, just does air installs. He's really good. Clever guy. It's called a stealth install. So the compressor's hidden and it's really quiet.
So there's no loud mooing in the car when you turn it on?
No, there's no. Yeah, you don't hear that.
I had a look around this car before we did this video, and I noticed that there are some sizable holes in the bonnet. I've got a massive hole in my bonnet, so obviously I'm going to look for yours, right? But, Mush, that's going to have your luggage in there.
Yeah.
You ain't taking that far, are you?
It's not a wet weather car. No, definitely not. There's a story about that.
Okay.
So when we first built the car, the bonnet on, obviously me being me, the first kind of drive was to Italy from the UK.
Are you serious?
Why not? Gotta be done.
That's
Bit of an adventure. So we came up with an idea of putting perspex
right.
underneath these vent basins. So if it did rain,
That's a good idea.
kind of stop your luggage getting wet in the front.
Okay.
Basically, the bonnet exited the car at like 60 miles an hour, and basically,
Well, because you put perspex in it.
yeah, basically
No.
we made like a carbon parachute. So obviously, when we put perspex in this, the air went in the front of the car,
Okay, and I'd know where to go.
had nowhere to go, and obviously with it being carbon,
So you made a bonnet ejector button.
basically, yeah. So it just kind of launched over the top of the car on a motorway in Italy, which was a lesson in
Are you
aerodynamics. Yeah.
I heard this thing start up earlier, yeah? And I'm trying to wonder if that's why you've got shout written on your wig, because it ain't whispering, is it? Let's be fair.
Yeah, no, that's the Shout logo is my brand. So we do videos and photography, content creation,
Yeah?
all those sort of things. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
sick.
for airlifts.
So that's your job?
Yeah, day to day, yeah.
What, you're the video guy?
Yeah, I'm normally that side of the
Oh,
camera.
Hi. He's normally that guy, but today he's this guy.
Yeah, literally.
I'm going to be honest with you, Matt. I think the interior I love just as much as the outside, because the amount of green you've got in here leads the eye into the car from the Batmobile exterior. And I think these seats are sensational. Where are they from? Are they from a Porsche?
No, they're from a Mercedes McLaren SLR. Weirdly.
No.
Yeah, they are. Mercedes. Yeah.
So they didn't come standard as that colour, did they? And then you matched the car, so...
No, I got on basically, it was an eBay find. So they came as just the carbon bucket. A guy had them in his Lotus Exige track car.
Really?
Yeah, and I sent the seats as the bucket to my trimmer,
Okay.
Auto Trim Systems, and some photos on Google of what the seats look like in a Mercedes.
Yeah.
And I was like, make these work, basically.
That's madness.
And he came back-
love the material.
Yeah, the tweed, he came back with, I basically said I want green.
Okay.
Used to tie in with the black and green.
Good colour.
And then he came back with like loads of different samples, came back with this green colour.
That is a madness.
And then he was like, so these little kind of pull things on the seat
Uh-huh.
aren't supposed to be, this just meant to be like a flap. And he
Oh,
was
so you
like-
just had them added in?
he sent me like feedback, like what about...
What is that, the
these on?
ejector seat?
Cuz.
Get out of here.
Ejector seat or cuz.
That's so sick.
But yeah, so they're pretty custom.
And I like the these bits.
Yeah, matches on the doors.
That is
and,
bougie.
The toe and eye on the front as well.
Is it really?
Yeah. all
So you can't
sizes.
drive in the rain, that get a bit soggy out
A little
there.
bit, yeah, soggy and limp.
It's not what you want much. So your steering wheel,
Yeah.
that is, I love the way the stitching matches your seats too. I like all the little touches. I'm proud of you on that. So you've done wheels, wide body, seats, breakfast bar. What's left to do on the car?
Sell it.
Are you serious?
It's a sale, yeah. It's basically been built as a savings account that I can enjoy, basically, rather than it sat in the bank doing nothing.
That is the sickest idea ever.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to die tomorrow and have all this money sat there and
Almost.
not enjoy it.
Get it gone, get a nice gaff, and then you can just bag the house, you know?
Yeah, I'll be back with another car. at some point.
Scene park the bungalow. Not bad. Listen, not all heroes wear capes. Some build Batmobiles. Peace.